Welcome in, guys. I hope you are doing well. There's a sense of energy that I'm picking up on. I have I have my calendar here, and it tells me what energies, what trines, sextiles, squaring, um, whatever the planets are doing. Um, and it feels really weird, and there is a very significant sign right here that is the moon in Aquarius squaring, which means tension, challenges, abrupt corners and turns, and squaring the sun in Scorpio. So if we think of Aquarius, it's very intellectual, it's very independent, and it's very airy, right? It's very mental, more analytical, a little more practical. And with the sun in Scorpio, it's very watery, it's very emotional, it's like more from the heart, very intense, but very loyal. And that is taking place this evening. Not to mention, this is the second quarter. So if you're watching this around Friday, the 8th of November, 2024, or maybe you're seeing this as an indication that something happened, something shifted at that time. I also have lapis lazuli here. Um, there's also a sextile with the moon in Aquarius, which is Mercury to Sagittarius. Again, intellectual. Oh no, I don't know. I'm still trying to feel it out, and I was just guided to come sit down and turn on the camera. So we're gonna see what comes out together. It's something about like heart and mind coherence, or it's like they're playing opposite roles, because the moon symbolizes your heart, your emotional state, your inner state, and the sun is what is interpreted outside of you, right? How other people perceive you. Okay. And that is the sun, which is Scorpio. And Scorpio is usually feminine, watery, the negative polarity, plus and minus, um, or the dark. And it's like their roles are being shifted and switched. We're also only about 10, 11 days away from Pluto officially staying in Aquarius. I also rolled the 11th house, which has to do with society and groups, balance. Yeah, the yin and yang, the negative, the dark, the divine feminine. So maybe people are seeing you as very intense, also very loyal. So maybe this scares some people because they haven't addressed traumas and hurts and repressed emotions about experiences they've had. Bullseye. Yeah, we're right on target. But you're very resilient. It's like you're able to take these energies that you experience every day without even being consciously aware of it most of the time, that you're transmuting and you're moving through energies. And it seems like, I don't know, opposite world, or something's being turned inside out, something's being flipped. It's like, oh, you want to switch roles. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see what else wants to come out. I think I am going to read this card, though. The yin yang symbol represents duality in all aspects of life. I need water. Light and darkness, masculine and feminine, the higher self and the shadow self, etc. These are all seemingly opposite, but they are complementary and interconnected. Oh my gosh, guys. The duality of this symbol is that though its origins are divine, in popular culture it represents both the spiritual and the secular. You do not have to choose one over the other. The yin yang symbol displayed as a charm on a necklace is a reminder to embrace and recognize all parts of yourself, including the hidden or unseen aspects. Embrace your own duality and the way you express yourself. The universe is a chaotic yet finely tuned machine that always seeks to balance itself out. You should too. Express all aspects of yourself. Embrace your spirituality. Let go of anything weighing you down. Change your perspective. So it's like changing your perspective with using mind, because Aquarius with the moon being the inners, it's almost like being intellectual with the heart or analytical with the heart and feeling with the mind. And that just sounds so funny to me. It is. It's like reversing roles. Change your perspective. Like, put yourself in the divine masculine's shoes. How they, reading stories, listening to other people speak from their own perspective is going to help you understand what you're experiencing better. I find like the more we conversate and we learn people's stories and struggles, it keeps us from having to learn them. Especially if you resonate and consciously, like if you listen to somebody's story and they tell you like something that they experienced and they went through because of a choice that they made. Oh yeah, I decided to move blah 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 and try and make it as becoming famous or something. And their story made you look at the whole situation in a new perspective, in a new way, where you're like, wow, I never thought of it that way. It might have just saved you like 4 or 5 years of having to live that experience because that's what you were going after. That's why it's really good to use discernment and listen to people who are super genuine. I find that strangers, complete strangers, because we're on that same frequency, we're on that same level, that we don't expect anything from each other. We're just sharing our knowledge, and knowledge is so powerful. Knowledge is power, and it helps people. It helps people come to a state of consciousness and awareness, because everything's about feelings, right? We just want to feel good. We just want that euphoria. Everything comes down to how we feel. And when we share these stories, when we share these experiences without being emotionally attached and be like poor, pitiful, and like feeding energy, just, it's a story, and just find the lesson in it, so that you don't have to experience it. That'll make sense to somebody. It really does help hearing other people go through something and how they overcame it, what it had to do with, because it has, and I find that the universe will put it in your path so that you can hear these people's stories. It's really up to you. It's that 50-50. Like the universe is like, oh, hey, here's somebody that's willing to share their story and their experience, and it'll save you time. We're trying to help you. But if you shut down, if you're too much in your head, if you're not trying to listen to other people, if you're scared or in fear that they're going to take your energy, then it messes up the whole thing. It's an experience. Just know you're always protected. Continue living in that high vibration of being kind to others, not overgiving. I don't mean that, but it's like you'll feel called to. You'll feel called to. As long as you're not saying no to yourself, it's okay to help other people. And when we can, Man, Spirit, you're kind of... So, one second, guys. Okay, I'm going to push record back on this because this is very significant. Hold on. My son just brought me his tablet because he wants a game. Where will Jax go? And by the way, my dog's name is Jax. Do you see what my son just brought me? Heaven or hell. Like, different perspectives. Getting a different perspective. the putting yourself in somebody else's shoes, listening to somebody else's story. You may not agree with it right away, but that is bound to happen. Only parkour, heaven or hell. Love you. Just smile. This is all for your betterment. Try not to let the emotions get the better of you. And I'm telling you, it's been a little bit of a challenge. Patience being tested, knowing the truth, and sometimes people cross your boundaries. Just take a deep breath. They know not what they do, a lot of them. And I know that's no excuse, but it is an excuse. That way you don't accidentally leak out your energy and feed that energy. And it's easier said than done. Constantly calling in techniques or any information or knowledge that I need at this point in time, and just constantly finding new ways to speak to the universe. Yeah, the lotus flower, letters, to speak to the universe and deliver what it is I want to bring in. Because I'm tired of the old timelines, guys. I'm tired of falling back into the matrix. I'm getting much better, but you know, I consider myself very strong, and I hope you guys do too, and even make it a mantra. If you don't believe it, eventually you will believe it if you keep saying it and acting in ways that match your words. You will level up to a point where you just keep opening up all these lotus flowers, all of your chakras, you know, and experiencing new energies. There's always more. That's what a big lesson I've learned is, that there is always more. That's why celebrate when you can, because that's gonna feed that loop of energy. What you put out, you get back. And if you keep giving out that loving, kind, without expectations or expecting things from other people, just to give, just to do, you know, just to do it, just for the obvious feeling of doing it. And I mean, I see a lot of hope in the world. I see people actually catching on to this. So we have lotus flower enlightenment, and yes, this yin and yang energy, these polar opposite energies, are going to have to be balanced out for your enlightenment. Otherwise, the chakras, it can get very chaotic. I don't know if anybody's ever read stories about Kundalini awakenings. They, you know, if they're not in the right environment, if they're not surrounded by support, they can enter those, you know, those lower thought forms, those lower energies, and which makes us susceptible to those lower entities. But just knowing that you're always protected, calling in Archangel Michael, imagining a beautiful glowing light from nothing but love from above, you know, the higher dimensions, the higher realities that hold those, that are our ancestors and that are here, whether you can see them or not. Some people are gifted enough to see these apparitions and silhouettes and whatnot. Some of us, it's here and there. For others, it's not at all. Just be patient with yourself and keep calling it in, and know, like, there's just a little time delay. And if you give up the faith, then it cancels it out. So let's not cancel out our blessings and our enlightenment and these high vibrations. You'll have time to recover. It just always go within. Don't go without. All right, I need to shut up. I'm like rambling. What else? What else did it come out? I'm gonna do one more from here. Bullseye came out again. Focus. It's time to focus on you, on your enlightenment, on this duality, on this balance of polar opposites. Polar opposites. 44 is here, 33, 22, and 11. And we also have 4, 4. We have 4, 4, 4. All right, where are we going? I'll pull one of these for each. Not sure why. 507. There's just a lot about finding something like when you put yourself in somebody else's shoes, if you see another perspective, at least ask to see like, oh, what's another perspective to this situation? Just have faith. It'll be delivered to you in signs. It'll be delivered to you in symbols, another person's conversation, an ad on a TV or on your phone. You just got to stay present. Yeah, you got to stay ready. You got to stay ready. This is like a preparation. What the energy, and there's 4-4 again. 44. We have 4-4, because this is a bullseye, a target. And then the first card out was number 4. So 4s are very significant here. Yeah, this yin and yang balance, this sun and moon, the airy moon with Aquarius and the watery sun with Scorpio and tense. It's like flipping roles, but it's preparing you, because this is like an exercise to get you prepared for whatever is going to be coming up next in your life. And if you practice, if you make the effort, the conscious intention and focus towards this, you're going to experience another level of enlightenment. Again, it's just constant stages, you know, with this lotus flower. Multiple lotus flowers open for us. It's not just, ooh, I had my ascension, ooh, I ascended, and now that's it. No, there's more. You can have better focus, and you can hold those higher consciousnesses. Consciousnesses. All right, what is this lotus flower enlightenment? Ooh, yes, this is, okay, so Fright came out. This is talking about like the lower chakras. At any point in your enlightenment, during your awakening, if you haven't had one, just remember this information that I'm giving you. And if you already have, then you already know. And this makes you very aware and very conscious of the lower entities. They want to get you paranoid. They want you to feel paranoid. They want you to say the wrong things to other people because you sound crazy. These are the people that end up in nut houses because they should have kept some things to themselves. Because some things are only meant for you and your higher self. You and your God, whoever it is, the higher power that you believe in. And they want you depressed because then you can't reach that state of enlightenment. You can't constantly open and these vortexes within you. And the more balance you have in understanding both energies, this is going to have you very much prepared for this fright, for these lower energies, because once you awaken, it's like a big lighthouse, and then they start coming at you. And you have to like pass multiple tests because they're just, they're trying to gain something. They're trying to take your light. They're trying to gain something from you. 829. What's this bullseye? I don't know if I was supposed to take. I like it when they flip out. I don't like them just flipping over. Spirit, what is this bullseye? Stress. So let me just hold these up first. Oh, I think I broke my nail. Stress. Bullseye. Focus. Don't allow, it should be fun, okay? You will have a better outcome to every situation if you involve fun or childlike wonder. Spirit loves that. It really actually is a key component to tapping into the Godhead, the Oversoul, whatever you want to call it. There's so many different names, but this could be causing some kind of stress. But that is why this is so needed, to explore these energies right now that are being presented to you and move through them. Do not repress them. Allow them to come up and face them head on. Because by doing this, you're strengthening your power. You're strengthening your ability to tap into the matrix and conquer any fear, any fright that they're trying to send your way, especially during these awakening times, okay? You got this. Can I get an outcome card? Spirit, if they practice balance with these energies, the intellectual and the heart, and feeling with the mind, That's like when you hear people say, I can taste it with my eyes. My eyeballs can taste it. There are people that have those abilities. Like, don't think it's so far-fetched. It's just something we're not used to. All right, what's the outcome? If they find balance within this new perspective. Oh, that's a lot. I'm not taking those. That was way too many, but it was detective and something else. What is the outcome? Eternal love. Consistency, soulmate. So, when to become one. So, something within you is going to be coming together. It's like a soulmate, and this could be an energy, or this can actually be a person. If that's something you've been calling in and you know for a fact that you're on a twin flame journey, you've been given signs and symbols and synchronicities about that, then look forward to your eternal love coming into the picture once this is overcome. Once this training, once this, you've been prepared for this whole arrangement. And we do have detective again at the bottom. Investigation, proof. You're going to have proof. There's going to be proof of something. Some kind of evidence. I feel like these are like signs and synchronicities or something. Like otherworldly, mystical. Okay. Where am I going? We'll see. We will see. We will see. All right. What is this readiness? Balance, yin and yang. Nothing. Oh. This energy could have you fidgety, constantly moving around. Yeah, there with the Three of Pentacles here, mind, body, soul, and spirit. There's some, your chakras aligned. Again, yeah, it's exactly what I said. Chakras aligned with these lotus flowers and enlightenment, right? And this could scare some of you, but it shouldn't. It's an experience that's going to lead to something very beautiful. What is this stress and bullseye focus? Focusing on this is causing pressure, maybe even a lack of sleep. King of Cups. And the upright. You're dependable. Just know that. I know this can be a little stressful, but you can count on yourself, right? You know you can count on yourself. Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So we have the King of Cups in the upright and the Queen of Cups in the upright, and we have eternal love right here. You don't have anything to worry about. And if this has already happened, if you've already went through the dark night of the soul, if you've exchanged energies, if you've put yourself in other people's shoes without taking on their energy, that was your test to see if you were able to hack it in this next stage. Because a lot of people, you know, are leveling up. There's a new shift in energy. There's going to be new, you know, a lot of things changing. Yeah. All right, give me one for this outcome. Quantum leap, step forward, end of a cycle of betrayal, no more betrayal. That's awesome. Development, your development and discovery of yourself. Improvement, advanced, innovation. Leaving old vibes and frequencies, elevating and rising. Wow. Yeah. This is really awesome for you guys. All right, I'm going to leave this here, 15:15 on the timer. And good luck with these energies. And until next time, guys, I love you. The universe loves you. And everything is working out for your best and your highest good. Until next time, bye.